Hello, my friends. Let's discuss another common preposition in English. Today, we will talk about the basics of since. Since can be used as other parts of speech in English. For example, since can also be a conjunction. But today, we will only talk about since as a preposition. And we talk about since as a preposition, we use it to discuss time. And the general meaning of this preposition is that it indicates an action's starting time in the past. And usually these are events that are not finished. So these events started in the past, but they are continuing into the present and the future. And because of that, a sentence with since will often be used with the present perfect verb tense. We use this verb tense for exactly this situation. Events that may have started in the past, but they are not finished. So we cannot use the simple past. We must use the present perfect to show this event is continuing. We will look at some examples in a moment. But first, it is also important to know that we often use this with specific dates. For example, January 17th is a specific date. So you will maybe hear people say, since January 17th. In a similar way, we'd use it to discuss specific past times. This can be something as specific as clock time, like 8 a.m., or it can be something a little bit more broad, like a year, 1987. So you can use since 8 o'clock or since 1987. And sometimes, my friends, there is not a specific date or time mentioned, but we discuss a specific past event. Since I moved to Bozeman, since it started to snow. Those don't tell you a specific date or time, but they do discuss that past event that is so important with since. Now, let's look at a few examples. I have lived in Bozeman since 2010. Here you see a perfect example of using the present perfect with since. I have lived in Bozeman since 2010. I must use have lived because this event is not finished. It started in the past, but it is continuing into the present and the future. So I must say, I have lived in Bozeman since 2010. In a similar sentence, the students have come to English class since September. This means the students started attending English class in September, but they are not finished. They are continuing to attend. Since I was a child, I have liked pizza. This is an example where we are discussing an event, maybe not a specific time or date, but you understand that this is a specific time in my life since I was a child. And finally, it's been years since they've visited me. It's been years since they visited me. In this case, we are using the general word years to mean a long time. Maybe I don't remember exactly how many years, but if somebody says it's been years, they just mean it has been a long time. And again, we are using the present perfect because this situation is not finished. Okay, my friends, let me read these now in faster English so you can practice your listening skills. I've lived in Bozeman since 2010. I've lived in Bozeman since 2010. The students have come to English class since September. The students have come to English class since September. Since I was a child, I've liked pizza. Since I was a child, I've liked pizza. It's been years since they visited me. It's been years since they visited me. Okay, my friends, let me know if you have any questions. And remember, practice, practice, but never give up.